Flylady Diane here. It is Tuesday, and I thought today I would talk about the Flylady's basic weekly plan for Tuesdays, which is Plan and Play Day. Now, if you are a new fly baby or just finding the system, don't worry about all the terminology and all these things right now. Main thing is to do the Flylady's 31 baby steps, because that is a great introduction to the whole system. And the idea behind this system is that we don't need to do things perfectly, we've just got to get things done, but we've got to take it in baby steps, and that's what those 31 days will do for you. So I know I've been mentioning it before, but I'll put the link up there. Go and do the 31 baby steps, and that way hopefully that will answer a lot of your questions about getting started with Flylady. If you're a bit further down the line, you may have added in a weekly home blessing and started some zone work and the Flylady's basic weekly plan. Now, I've told you this has really helped me to have some purpose for my week, because it takes the guesswork out of, you know, all the things that you have going on in your home and in your life. I resisted the basic weekly plan when I first found Flylady, because at that point I was a stay-at-home mum and I thought, well, I don't need it. We really do need a kind of purpose for every day, because as I said, it takes the guesswork out of things and it stops us worrying about what am I meant to be doing, because we have a plan for it. Flylady has mapped it all out. It's there for the taking. You've just got to use it and do something. So Flylady's basic weekly plan, you can go to flylady.net, you'll see the days there and a description of what they are. I'll just show you how I have set it up to work for me, and hopefully that will inspire you to go and use it and try it, see how you get on with it. And remember, if it doesn't quite suit you, feel free to go ahead and change it. You know, it's one size fits all, but you have to make it fit you. You know, just look at it, see what's working, see what doesn't work, and well, you know. So I have my control journal. Remember, if you did 31 baby steps, we made up a very simple control journal, which is our place to find motivation, just to keep us on track. You can have your routines written down, emergency telephone numbers, and in my control journal, along with my fun stuff, I have a list. Let me just take this out and show you. It's just, you know, like the kids have when they're at school, they have their timetable, and I have a quick thing written down of, you know, morning routine and evening routine. I kind of do it automatically. I've been doing it for so long, it's just ingrained in the way I do things. But I have this checklist, and you know, if you put it in, you know, you can print it off or write it down, put it in a plastic folder, and where is it? I had a pen here. If you have a whiteboard marker, you can just cross it off, and then at the end of the week you can just take a damp cloth and wipe it off. But I have actually written down, like, Monday, weekly home blessing; Tuesday, plan and play; Wednesday, anti-procrastination day, because I can't remember everything. You know, I'm going through the menopause. I used to have a fantastic memory, and now I kind of easily get thrown off by things and emotional. And so I have this checklist, and then just every day I can look and say, okay, what am I supposed to be doing today? So Tuesday's plan and play day, and also in my control journal I've got it written down. You know, Monday is weekly house blessing and any notes that I need to make for that. So Tuesday, plan and play. I'll tell you what I've got on my list for plan and play. On Tuesdays, when we plan and play, we're not taking the whole day to plan and play. What I would suggest you do is set your timer and just set it for 10 or 15 minutes. You know, and either sit down at your computer, get your diary out, any information that you need, or sometimes, you know, when the sun is shining, I like to come outside, bring a glass of water, because it is month of June and we're trying to get more water, and just force yourself. You know, the timer will help you, will keep you focused, just to think through all the things that you need to be planning. So I'll give you some of the things that I look at on a Tuesday, just spending 10 or 15 minutes. Menus, I plan my menus on a Tuesday. And I talked about that in a video just the other day. You know, I sit down, I look at my diary, I have my list here and my shopping list, and I just brainstorm ideas for the week. The other thing that I do is I check bank statements. You know, I go through all the receipts that I took out my purse on Friday, and you know, I just put those into folders, and then at the beginning of the month I get my new bank statement, I check those off, so I can be checking bank statements. I shall be doing that today because we're just at the beginning of a new month, and I saw my bank statement has come in online, so that's what I will be also be doing today. You take a look through your diary and the wall calendar. Are there, you know, birthdays coming up? What do you need to do? Do you need to buy a present? Do you need to send a card? That's something you can do on Plan and Play Tuesday. Maybe you're planning a vacation. We are planning vacation right now, so that's something I need to check up on. Have we printed out all the tickets, all the maps? Oh, and actually I'll make another video about that because the Flylady has some great packing lists for going on holiday and on vacation, but we'll get to that another day. Now, you can have all these things, you know, planning vacations, planning a baby shower, going through your diary, seeing what's coming up, you know, end of school term parties, and that way it just keeps everything on our radar. The other thing that I need to keep on my personal radar, and this is where the play part comes in for Plan and Play for me, is to keep the friends on my radar, because I am an introvert, and I know that sounds really funny because here I am making these videos, but I'm fine behind the screen, but you know, in real life I find it really difficult, you know, face-to-face meetings and large groups, but I love to see my friends, but I actually have to schedule it. You know, I have to, you know, I see my best friends day-to-day basis, but friends who I don't see so regularly, I really need to connect with them, and so that's what I do on a Tuesday. I try and think, you know, who haven't I seen for a while, and I get in touch with them. You know, I just send a text or an email and say, oh, you know, there's a film coming up, you know, a movie that I would like to see, or let's go for dinner, or let's go for coffee. So I find that really helps me because it's too easy for me to get dragged into everything else and forget the play part. But I'm actually quite good at the play part on a day-to-day basis because I'm just back from my morning swim in the sea with my two best friends. I see them every day or every other day, and that's my bike at the back, and I'm just about to repack my my swimming bag because I've got, you know, a towel in it, and that one is drying from this morning, and I'm going to put in another towel for tomorrow. Anyway, so just make sure that you are planning in some play for yourself. You know, make Tuesday a day that you watch your favourite film, your favourite movie on television, that you get outside for a bit. You know, if the sun is shining where you are, just sit outside in the garden, or maybe you want to play, you know, a game with the kids. It can be a board game, it can be hockey, it could be running down at the beach with kites, whatever you like. So I think that basically covers it for Plan and Play Day, and make sure that this doesn't come a chore for you. Just, you know, as I said, set your timer and just sit down for 15 minutes and say, I'm just going to do what I can, because often we put off planning things because we're kind of scared of the unknown, you know, scared of what is actually in those bank statements, or where are the things for the bank. But by just doing a little bit every Tuesday, it really eases up that fear that we have, because we've got a plan for things, and when things come up during the week, if you find, you know, bills coming in, or there's a birthday on your mind, just write it down and know that you will get to it on your Plan and Play Day. All right, so I hope that helped you a bit. As I said, I resisted the basic weekly plan for a long time because I thought, well, I can do these things any day because, you know, I was at home with the kids. But really, I got more and more raveled in everything that was going on in the house. You know, all those different cords that were kind of beginning to strangle me. And I just feel that using the Flylady's basic weekly plan, it just really stops me having that overwhelmed feeling. You know, I know that, you know, I've got cleaning to do, and that's what I do, you know, during my weekly home blessing. Those little tasks that I keep putting off, I get round to doing them on anti-procrastination day. The car always needs to be kind of filled up with petrol and needs to be looking tidy. I get to that on a Friday. And you know what, once you start implementing the basic weekly plan, it really does get easier and easier, and you can fit more in. And well, you know how it works, you know, when we actually start doing a little bit, we want to do more, and it gives us more energy. So anyway, I am going to put on my glasses here because I know I've been squinting. I've got the sun right in my face. But keep on with your plan and play. Any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll probably be doing a question and answer session tomorrow if there's anything that's come up. You've had loads of fantastic questions. I read them over the weekend. We did have a long weekend here in Denmark at the weekend, and it was Whit Monday yesterday, which was a national holiday. It was also Father's Day, Danish Father's Day, and it was also Constitution Day. So today I am looking forward to getting back into my normal routines. It's Tuesday. We were in Sweden yesterday, but I'm going to do a mini weekly home blessing today. And I'm just jumping back in where I am, and it's all going to be all right. So anyway, that's it for me, Flylady Diane. Remember, if you didn't make yourself a control journal, you know what, it's just an old folder that you have, some sheets of paper. You don't need to go buying anything. Go and look on the 31 days of baby steps, because I think there were 3 days where we actually spent 5 or 10 minutes making it, and it will really relieve the stress. We don't want stress. We want to be out enjoying ourselves, and enjoying our family and our home, and not being all narky. All right, so that's it for me, Flylady Diane. Have a fantastic day, and I shall see you tomorrow on Wednesday. Live long and prosper, because I can only do it with that hand. See you very soon. Bye for now.